What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, in regards to Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua says this quote, he says, "A great modern day fighter will be able to compete in any era." But Tyson Fury quickly responds. The question was by James Slater. Okay, he's the author of this particular article. He says, "Is Anthony Joshua a great modern day fighter who could compete in any era?" This week, the WBA, IBF, and WBO heavyweight camp posted a couple of photos of himself on social media with the above words tagged in. Very quickly, rival heavyweight champion Tyson Fury blasted his countryman with a humorous tweet of his own. He says, "That's you. That's you out of the window then, chump." Fury wrote in response, "A great? My ass, or my arse. You got knocked the F out by a chubby kid who had 3 weeks notice. You are great. You are great at looking good in pics. I must say, with who? Triple X." Fury was, of course, referring to the stoppage loss to Andy Ruiz. And, you know, he's never going to live that down. I knew this was going to be part of Fury's fuel for talking shite, right? And I think, honestly, Tyson Fury's going to come out probably wearing Mexican stuff, probably looking like Andy Ruiz. You know, he's going to have some kind of reference with Ruiz there. You know, and all I can say about that to Tyson Fury, hey, eat it up. You know what I mean? Sell it when you can, because it's the thing to do. You have an advantage. You have that opening, you know, use it. And of course, anybody that fights Joshua should talk about Andy Ruiz. Look at Pulev. He did the same shit. He probably didn't do it as good as Tyson Fury will continue to do it, but he still tried. So Andy Ruiz will always be that guy for Anthony Joshua that people will use against Anthony Joshua. Now, talking about the semantics of what he said, what Joshua said, a great modern day fighter will be able to compete in any era. Well, he said compete in any era. He didn't say win in every fight or dominate the era. You know, so that's the thing. But of course, Tyson Fury won't let you get away with that, because he won't know. You're not great. You're not great until you fight me. And there's some truth to that. Yo, you have to fight people to prove that you're great. As of right now, Joshua hasn't fought Tyson Fury nor Deontay Wilder, the supposed top 3 fighters in the division. He's fought pretty much everybody else, though. Right? You know, that he possibly could fight without the BS. But, I mean, as far as champions, Martin, Klitschko, Parker, White, you know, Ruiz, and which was the unified champion because he got the belts back. He had to fight him. Had to fight the champion to become the champion. So, Povetkin, you know, a lot of those guys, you know, people seem to misinterpret what true competitive nature is, what true challenges are. You know, so yeah, Joshua fought all these guys, beat all these guys. One lost to one of those guys that he beat, which was Andy Ruiz in their first bout. You know, a chubby fat kid with 3 weeks notice. Well, it was 5, but he just came off a fight that was stopped, so he was in shape. And I think for Andy Ruiz, honestly, looking back at that time, that was the best possible recipe for him to be in shape. Why? Because he was just in a fight. He was in shape to the best of his ability of being in shape at that time, because he's doing a whole different workout regime, which I'm going to do a video on that pretty soon. Okay. Then he beats that guy. Then he takes 1 week off and goes right back into training for like 5 weeks. So he was more than ready, because he never had the opportunity to eat or get out of shape, because it wasn't enough time to fall off that hard in a week, you know, week and a half. It wasn't enough. You know what I mean? And then you got to understand, that wasn't the same Andy Ruiz that got the money yet. The Andy Ruiz back then was the hungry Andy Ruiz. He was the type of Andy Ruiz that he didn't want to take a dump because he didn't want to be hungry afterwards. Right? He was that guy. He was that hungry, starving fighter that needed that opportunity. He got it. But after he got it and he beat Anthony Joshua, a totally different Andy Ruiz emerged. Okay? And with what Tyson Fury says, Tyson Fury will use that, can use that. Why not use that? Because, that's exactly what happened. But everybody, including his promoter, like Bob Arum, will always question Anthony Joshua and his drive and how good he really is because of that loss. But anyway, these are more mind games from Tyson Fury. That's why he quickly rebutted. I seen the tweet. It was humorous, but also understand something else. The trash talk, the blasting, the roasting, all that's a part of promotion and selling that fight. And here it is. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury's remarks towards Anthony Joshua's comments. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.
Peace.
Peace.